Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to Roma's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some curried chicken foot the best way. Trust me, this was super delicious. So if you want to see how this gets made Roma's Kitchen style, stick around right after this intro.
Girl, you better can cook. Think you know you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant and come done man bank book. Cook, recipe book.
So for today's recipe, I'm going to be using 18 chicken feet, but where I'm from, we just call these chicken foot. Just chicken foot, not chicken feet. Okay, so I have one of it here, and first things first, you want to remove the nails. I don't like the nails on mine. I don't think you should cut the nails, so just to go ahead and remove the nails. And one foot comes with 4 nails, so ensure that you get them all off. And you can actually cook this whole, but I prefer to just cut this in two before I actually cook it. And that's basically that. You just want to wash this well with some lime and water or vinegar and water. Now on to seasoning this. I'm going in with 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. You want to season this well, just as if you were seasoning chicken. Next, I'm going in with my green seasoning, which is just onion, scallion, and bell pepper, 1 tablespoon of it. Then I'm going to go in with a pinch of salt. You know, you have to season this well, just the same as if you were seasoning some chicken. Next, I'm going in with some better pack curry, and I'm going to just use 2 teaspoons of the curry for now. I like adding my curry from the get-go. Next, I'm going to go in with just a little shake of onion powder, about a 1/4 teaspoon I'd say. The same for some garlic powder. And of course, if you like spicy food, you can go ahead and add as much pepper as you'd like. But I have 1 bird's eye pepper here, and I'm going to use like a 1/4 of it. So I'm going to try to get in some of the seeds, not much, just for it to get a little spiciness to it because I don't like spicy food. And then I'm just going to mix everything together, ensuring that I get all the seasoning all over my chicken foot. And you might want to use a glove for this because the curry powder will actually stain your nails. So I'm going to rest this to the side just for 5 minutes. Looking good. Now in my pot here, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oil. Use the oil of your choice. To this, I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic and 1 teaspoon of chopped ginger. And my pot is over low heat because you do not want to burn your garlic and your ginger at all. And I'm going to saute these just for about a minute. Then I'll be adding in some curried powder, and I'm going in with 1 tablespoon of the curry powder. Next, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of my blended seasoning. That's the onion, the scallion, and the bell pepper. And here I'm just trying to cook the curry, actually pre-cook it, just get it to a nice paste. And I'll just be doing this for just about 2 minutes over the low heat. Nice and lovely, guys. Then it's now time for me to add in the chicken foot. So there, I'm just going to add everything in, and I'm trying to ensure that these chicken foot are nicely coated in the pre-cooked curry. And right now you can see that this color is just right. Lovely. Then to this container now that has some seasoning in it, I'm going to add to this some warm water or some hot water, and I'm going to add it to my chicken foot right now in the pot. You want to ensure that every time you add either warm or hot water. That's lovely. I'm adding enough to cover the chicken foot just a little. Then I'm going to move everything around. And it's now time for me to actually increase the heat to medium heat. But before that, I'm going to be adding in 10 pimento grains. Then I'm going to be adding in some dried thyme leaves. If you have fresh thyme, you just go ahead and pop some in. I'm adding about 1 teaspoon of dried thyme leaves. That's good. Now I've turned the heat up. I'm moving everything around now, and then after this I'm going to cover it. I'm actually going to cover it and allow it to cook for 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, this is it. The water has reduced, but this isn't ready as yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding in more hot water to this, enough to cover the chicken foot once more. That's good. So I'm going to allow this to cook for 10 minutes once more, and then I'm going to move on to getting some other things ready. Now here I went ahead and I chopped some things like some pumpkin, into some nice bite-sized pieces. I also chopped 1 string bean, cut it into some small pieces, and some potato and some carrots. Good. So after the 10 minutes, the second 10 minutes, this is it now. It's still not ready as yet. So I'm going to be adding in all those in my chicken foot. These will give the chicken foot, some nice body, and also add some nutrients to it really. This is looking so colorful and nice right now. All right, mixing everything together here. Then I'm just going to add enough hot water now to cover everything in my pot, just a little. Okay, that's great, and my pot is still over medium high. So next I'm going to be adding to this, because I've added so much water, I'm going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. Then also 1 teaspoon of blended seasoning, and that's the onion, the scallion, and the green bell pepper. Mix everything together once more. I'm going to give my pot a taste. It's tasting amazing, but I'm still going to add just a little more salt to this. And all I'll be adding is just a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So that's it for now. This pot is smelling amazing. I'm going to cover this and allow it to cook for 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, it's looking good and smelling good. So at this point the gravy is nice and right, and that is as a result of the potato, the pumpkin, the carrot, the string beans, everything. And once you see these bubbles, these big bubbles in your pot, you know that your gravy is nice and ready. Take a look at this, nice and thick and right. So these things help with the flavor, they help to give it body, they help to add some nutritional value to your dish. So you might just want to add these for a plus. You don't need to add anything else for your gravy. Now look at this, guys. Nice, lovely, looking good, smelling good, and I'm telling you, it tasted even better. You can have this dish with many things, some white rice, but I'm having it with just 3 nice wheat dumplings, a piece of corn, and some pineapple turmeric ginger drink. You can find that recipe in my description box. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this video. If you like the video, give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications on. Until next video.